Mandibular first molar is the sixth tooth from the midline and second molar is the seventh tooth from midline, which gives the two teeth different tooth numbers in various tooth notation systems. Coming to chronology, mandibular first molar erupts at the age of 6 to 7 years and second molar at the age of 11 to 13 years. As a result, in the eruption sequence of mandibular teeth, first molar is the first permanent tooth to erupt, whereas second molar the second last tooth to erupt. Mandibular first molar is also commonly called the cornerstone, whereas second molar the 12-ear molar. Looking at their measurements, mandibular first molar is larger than mandibular second molar in all dimensions, which is natural as first molar is the largest tooth of the lower arch. Mandibular first molar develops from 5 developmental lobes and second molar from 4 developmental lobes. This results in the difference in number of cusps. First molar has 5 cusps and second molar 4 cusps. Now let us study the differences in their morphology in detail, starting with the buccal aspect. In both molars, the outline form of the crown is trapezoidal in shape. Both molars have 2 buccal cusps in front, mesiobuccal cusp and distobuccal cusp, and 2 tips of lingual cusps, mesiolingual cusp and distolingual cusp are also visible. Additionally, in first molar, there is a distal cusp not seen in second molar. In first molar, mesiobuccal cusp is larger than the distobuccal cusp, whereas in second molar, both buccal cusps are almost of equal size. In first molar, 2 developmental grooves are present, mesiobuccal developmental groove and distobuccal developmental groove, whereas in second molar, only one groove, buccal developmental groove. About the contact areas, in first molar, mesial contact area is at the junction of occlusal third and middle third, and distal contact area is in the middle third, whereas in second molar, both contact areas are in the middle third. Coming to the root, in both molars, root has a distal tilt, but in second molar, this tilt is comparatively more. Moreover, in second molar, the gap between the roots is less than in the first molar. Next, lingual aspect. From the lingual aspect, the two teeth are very similar to each other. The only difference is that in first molar, part of the distal cusp is seen, not so in second molar. Next, mesial aspect. From mesial aspect, the only difference in crown is that in first molar, the cervical ridge is more prominent than in the second molar. Coming to the root, in first molar, only the mesial root is visible, whereas in second molar, mesial root and partial distal root can also be seen. Next, distal aspect. In both molars, all cusps are visible from this aspect. In second molar, all 4 cusps can be seen, whereas in first molar, all 5 cusps are seen with the additional distal cusp in front. No groove is visible in the second molar, whereas in first molar, the distobuccal developmental groove is seen. In both molars, the distal root is seen and partial mesial root is also visible. Interestingly, in first molar, partial mesial root is visible on the lingual side, but in second molar, it is visible on the buccal side. Finally, the occlusal aspect. In first molar, the outline form is hexagonal, whereas in second molar, the outline form is rectangular. All cusps can be seen: mesiobuccal cusp, distobuccal cusp, mesiolingual cusp and distolingual cusp. In second molar, 4 cusps, and in first molar, an additional distal cusp which makes 5 cusps. In first molar, the mesiobuccal cusp is the largest and distal cusp is the smallest, whereas in second molar, all cusps are almost of equal size. The change in number of cusps also changes the number of ridges. First molar has 5 triangular ridges and 5 pairs of cuspal ridges, whereas second molar has 4 triangular ridges and 4 pairs of cuspal ridges. Both molars have similar fossa and pits, though the number of grooves is different. Both molars have one central developmental groove and one lingual developmental groove. But in second molar, there is a buccal developmental groove, whereas in first molar, there are 2 buccal grooves, mesiobuccal developmental groove and distobuccal developmental groove, so that the first molar has 5 grooves and second molar 4 grooves. Additionally, in second molar, the grooves form a cross pattern on the occlusal surface not seen in the first molar.